Beautiful scenery's been blowing me away this morning. This view of the valley just never stops. It's constant all the way down. I'm getting really close to the pass, Kenosha Pass. Been doing some thinking this morning about my whys. I'm an educator, by the way, and a lot of times in education we replace money remuneration with inspiration. What's your why? And if you're an educator, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But seriously, I've been thinking about what's the why. Why am I hiking? And why am I doing this trail? Some people might do it because they want the prestige or I don't say prestige before other people, although I'm sure there's people that have that motive. Maybe I mean self-satisfaction of saying, I hiked a 500-mile trail from end to end. I don't know. Maybe there's a lot of reasons why people hike a trail like this. For me, I think it's more about challenging myself. Sorry, I'm distracted. There are some big, looks like elk prints on the trail here. But I am, I'm thinking that I want to learn something about myself. This is physically tough. This trail, although a lot of places it's really cruisy like it is right now, this is a tough trail. The elevation gains are no joke, especially for a person from Missouri. There's an REI commercial right about now where some guy is hiking up a trail and he keeps saying things like, in his mind, like, why am I doing this? Is that another false summit? And will you look at that? I guess my thought process is all of that goes into finding out a little more about who you are, what you can do, pushing yourself to your limit, and learning a little more about yourself. And the trail can expose weaknesses. There's a lot of time to think about your life, about interactions you have with people, about your family, and about how you lead that family. Maybe that's my why. Is at the end of this thing, no matter how far I go, you might find in these videos that I don't finish the Colorado Trail. That's okay with me. Because I'm going to accomplish on this trail what needs to be accomplished. And I'm going to get to be out in the scenery and in this beauty. And I'm going to get to experience it while that happens. And that's a win. Okay, I'm going to try to be kind of quiet going by this guy. Moose. Big moose. Oh my goodness. He's just watching me go by. And as long as I don't bother him, he won't bother me. There he goes. He's walking off. Oh, I got to see a moose. Well, I made it to Kenosha Pass. I did 3 miles and, man, a little over an hour. I was trying to go slow too, but that downhill was just cruisy. It's not going to be the rest of the day. I think I climbed the rest of the day. So we'll slow down. But I've just hit Kenosha Pass. Kind of cool. I think years ago, maybe my wife and I drove over this pass. We'll cross the road and I guess up the hills we'll go. pulled over at the last reliable water source before Georgia Pass, and it was a nice one. This is absolutely gorgeous. I can only imagine what it's like on a good high moisture year. So I have both of my 2-liter bottle or 1-liter bottles full. I have my 2-liter Canuck firmly attached to the top of my pack, and I'm gonna head up to Georgia Pass. Well, the trees are getting shorter and they're getting further between. You know what that means. I'm about ready to summit Georgia Pass. I did it! I did it, yay! I'm at the top of Georgia Pass. First major pass of the trek. I think I'm at like 12,000 feet, right there about. Maybe just a little over 12,000. So yay, I made it. And they want you to know there will be absolutely no bikes on the top of Georgia Pass. To be fair, most of what I've hiked on so far has been really nice tracked trail. There's been a few places where it's been rough, but nothing like this. I think for the last mile before now, and who knows how long after, I'm having to descend just boulders. Man, I'm glad I'm not hiking up this. I would not want to take Georgia Pass going south to north. I would definitely want Georgia Pass north to south. Well, good morning. It's day 6. Last night, after that rocky descent down into camp, by the way, Swan Creek, I think they called it. Absolutely beautiful campsite. The water was ice cold and deep enough that I could stand up to my knees in a pool. And so I took a chance to take my shirt off and wash my legs, soak my feet, not wash my hair, but rinse out my hair and kind of clean up, and wash my shirt as best you can in a clear running stream. Made me feel a lot fresher this morning. And then I went to bed. I was tired, didn't sleep really great last night. I think maybe just the anticipation of the hike today and getting into Breckenridge. It won't be an easy hike today. Easier than yesterday. Yesterday I did 3,300 feet of up and 3,300 feet of down. So I gained 3,300 feet of elevation and I lost 3,300 feet of elevation. Today, the gain's like 2,000 something, 2,100, and the loss is like another 3,300. So it's going to be an easier day than yesterday, overall at a lower altitude, and not so much climbing. Although it's not going to be super easy because there will be a lot of climbing. But it's going to be nice to get into Breckenridge this afternoon and take a break. Well, the hardest climb of the day's done. It's about 1,300 feet straight up. Well, I say straight up. It was really a nice trail as we were climbing. Fell in with 3 other guys that I'm 55. I feel like an old man sometimes. These guys ranged in age from 65 to 75. And honestly, I was able to climb with them till the very last minute when I kind of started getting a little gassed and had to take more rest breaks. And they're, oh, I'll bet they're a quarter mile ahead of me now. But it was kind of nice running into some guys a little closer to my age and getting to hike with them for just a little bit. Still haven't figured out what's going to happen after Breck. There's fire closures south of Breck, sections 9 and 10 right now, and I heard section 8. I'm not sure, but if it is 8, 9, and 10, that means about the only thing I can do is find a way to get to Twin Lakes and start Collegiate West, which I'd kind of hoped to have a little more time to hike and get my body in shape before I tackled those altitudes. But I guess I'm above 11,000 now, and so I guess those altitudes, at least as far as Monarch Pass, never go above 13. They're always 12, and so maybe a little above 12. So I was above 12 yesterday. That's not bad. Anyway, hey, real quick, there is a reason why very few YouTubers who hike ever show you what it looks like when they're hiking uphill, and it makes the trail look easy. It's because you're not thinking about anything uphill but, can I get enough air and will my muscles last? Anyway, starting to learn the tricks. Still on the way to Breckenridge. Looking forward to laundry, town food, and 2 nights in a regular bed with good rest and no wake up time and no hiking to do. Well, 1 day of that anyway, to get myself kind of reset and ready to go again. Isn't it beautiful? They said it was 34 degrees last night. One of these guys has a thermometer, and I didn't feel like it was that cold. I knew it was a little chilly. 34 degrees when I woke up this morning. Lucky here.
For the first time, but when you get to the first phase of knockout games, it always used to be the last 16, but we've got this extra round this time. But when you get to this stage, the World Cup just feels different.
Well, I'll tell you what, yesterday was a thing of beauty. We were in New York watching the games.